Hello, my Ziyad dolls and future Ziyad dolls. My name is Kyla, and I decided to actually start a YouTube channel with my journey to my plastic surgery that I'm having January 13th, which I am so excited for, and it's been a long time awaited. So I wanted to go ahead and document my process of how I found out about him, and then also my journey on forward. So I decided to document my process, or not necessarily my process, but my journey. So a little bit about me is I'm a single mom. I had a C-section, emergency C-section 15 years ago, well 16 years ago, because she'll be 16 in September. And while I was in high school, I worked really hard to get my weight down and be where I wanted to be. I've always kind of been a chubby, more thicker person, and I finally was just ready and I was over it. So I got pregnant when I was 18. From before, I worked super hard all through high school, and I got down to a healthy, I would say 160, 155. Looked amazing. I was so proud of myself because I worked really hard. I had gotten a North Carolina basketball scholarship. I was supposed to go to UNC, and then also I was part of ROTC. So I come and find out I'm pregnant literally 5 days after I missed my period, which was a week after my birthday. So she was actually conceived on my birthday. And let's fast forward to September 5th when I had her. The next day actually, I asked the doctor because I was really worried, will I ever get my stomach back? And the doctor straight told me, no, you're going to have surgery. You're going to have surgery because C-sections, literally, they ruin your abs. They stretch your abs out because of the way that they have to go in. And they basically drag the baby out. They pull the baby out. And so it literally ruins your abs. But someone told me, or I kept hearing, no, you can get it back. You can get it back. It just takes a lot of hard work. You just have to exercise. I exercise, lost weight, but I still had a pooch, that extra skin and that fat that I couldn't get rid of really from when I had her. And then, of course, I get on the depot shop. I blow up 70 pounds. So I was devastated by that because after that, my stomach just got bigger. It was basically just my stomach. Of course, I gained the ass, which I'm so happy for. I want to stay thick. I like my thickness. I can tone my legs, but the problem areas is my stomach and my love handles, because no matter how hard I work out, it does not go nowhere. And so for the past, I would say, 3 years, I've been contemplating, but then I would hear horror stories and everything else. So it's just like, I'll just work harder. I'll work harder. This time around, after gaining weight due to my medication because of what I had to go through, it's simply not going anywhere. I see inches lost, but my stomach is not going anywhere. So I was introduced to this group on Facebook, which is an amazing support group, through a friend. I was asking, what should I do for plastic surgery, or where should I go because it's so expensive? And I was asking around. I was basically saying I'm going to get back to the old me, get my confidence back. And one of my friends told me that her cousin was actually going down to Miami because it's cheaper in Miami and this doctor is amazing, and that she was going to basically invite me to the group. So I get invited to the group. I see how supportive all these women are. I see the amazing results. Like, amazing. Like, I was going to go to Sono Bello here in Colorado, where they do invasive lipo and tummy tuck. But just for a basic tummy tuck, basic, no lipo, no anything, was about $8,000. So at first I was like, okay, that seems okay. Not really knowing what, not really knowing basically what all I can get. And I kind of was shopping around and I was getting the same thing. I really wasn't getting what I really wanted, like more information. They just basically wanted a consultation, bring me in there. So I went, and for the things that I actually really needed, it was about to come out to $14,000. And I'm just like, I will be saving money for about 4 years before I have this surgery. So I kind of, at that point, just gave up and was like, I'll work hard. And then I started waist training because I heard waist training would work. And granted, it does, but it really doesn't do anything for fat. It just gives you more of a shape. Like when I put it on, you can see all this gets skinnier, but you can still, it just rounds out my stomach. It really doesn't push it in. It really doesn't suck it in. A waist trainer is basically for those who already have kind of like a small flat stomach, but just wants the curves. I need curves and stomach gone. So after joining this group, this amazing group, I did do a little bit more research, looked at pictures, was asking questions. I know I probably annoyed the shit out of these people with all the questions that I was asking. I was seeing like comparing prices. I went to the website and I was like, these are actually amazing prices. You get so much more for $8,000. Like I could have fat transfer, boob lift, lipo, and a tummy tuck. But again, I didn't know that there's different types of tummy tucks. I thought it was just one and was done. Lipo 2, I didn't know there's restrictions on how much lipo you can have, or like BMIs. I didn't know BMI was a thing. I thought like, hey, get in there, like big people, they want lipo, so they get lipo done. But now I know like there's BMI requirements for surgery. You do have to be under a certain weight for your height. They do want you to try to be as safe as possible. So I definitely agree with that. I'm right at the cusp. I do have to lose about 10 pounds to be under 35. Each doctor is different, and it is health-wise. If you are over, they do want to do it at a hospital instead of the clinic, just because if something happens, because you are a little bit bigger, then it is going to cost more. I didn't ask how much more because I wasn't really too worried. Like, yeah, I could drop 10 pounds. Even if I have to starve my damn self for about 2 weeks, I'm going to drop this weight. But I have been on keto and I do exercise. I kind of fell off only due to COVID. And I'll get back into that later. But I did join this group, asked a ton of questions. All the ladies are amazing with answering questions. They give you advice. They give you information either from what they learned or also what previous people have already had that was in the group. Like I said, I went to the website. Unfortunately, the doctor that I'm seeing is Dr.Ziyad, as you guys already know. His price is not on the website, and I understand why. It's because he's in such high demand now, like very high. And I have heard like his prices have kind of skyrocketed. People who were back in the beginning of the year got like $3,500 for a tummy tuck muscle repair for areas of lipo compared to my $8,000, which is definitely understandable since he's in higher demand. So of course, the more known you get, the higher your prices are going to be, because people will pay. They will pay to have good surgery. They will pay to make sure that they are getting the best job done, which I have not seen or heard any negative results on this doctor. Would I maybe go to someone else? I don't know. I don't know if there's any other groups out there for them, but this group specifically was created because people were so amazed by the results and so happy. And from what I see, he's a super sweet guy. He does care about the patients and people that are coming to see him. That's what I care about most. I will talk about the experience with actually contacting, I think it's Xiluet. I don't know how to pronounce the name. But I think it's Xiluet, Xuilet, I think. I really haven't paid attention. I just searched his name. But I will talk about that in the next video. I hope this was just a start for you to get to know me and my reasons why I am getting the surgery. Not because I want to look like an Instagram model or anything else. I want to get back to the old me before I had to have a C-section. Like, I don't regret it at all. I just want my old body back because my confidence has literally gone to nothing. I wear hoodies and sweats, but I'm also a tomboy, so that's normal for me. But sometimes I would like to get cute and not look like I'm still 6 months pregnant. But thank you guys for listening. I will catch you next time.